Hello, cosmic beings. Welcome to Being Cosmick. If this is your first time here, welcome, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I am so glad that each and every one of you are here. My name is Devon. I will be doing a collective message today, so with that, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Alrighty. Let's see. Okay, we've got honor your inner strength and free your mind. It's interesting because last night and this morning, there's a lot of just fear. Oh my gosh. And I mean, I know, yeah, but like, oh, you could be dealing with just kind of like this fear vibration being bombarded your way. Like being bombarded with it. That's a better way to phrase that. Um, so yeah, free your mind. Anyways, okay. Let's see. Just hang in there, do your best to focus on one thing that makes you feel a little better. And then another thing that makes you feel a little better. This isn't about spiritual bypassing. This is how to transmute fear. And so if you're having conversations with people and they're, ooh, politics and ooh, just all the fear. Oh my gosh, it's been a lot for the past like 48 hours for me personally. Just a lot of people that I've been talking to, it's just they're really, really really being pulled into that fear vibration, and then and yeah, and they just worry, and that's okay. It's just make sure you're really taking care of your own energy, transmuting that, releasing that, not taking it on as your own, etc., etc. Okay, let's see what the actual message is. What's the message here, Spirit? Really quick, thank you for your support on the channel. The likes, shares, comments, subscribes, and of course the donations all do help out. So thank you, thank you. And if you're interested in a personal reading from me, you can find that information in the description box below. All right. Spring. Okay. So something that started in spring is springing back up. um okay, so yeah, what I'm getting is you went through something in spring. And yeah, I'm not getting, like, what it was. It's just there was something pretty transformative that happened in spring for this collective. So, the spring before whenever you're watching this, because this is timeless. And then now it's like there's something, maybe there's a completion of a cycle happening, maybe something's coming back around. I just heard something coming back around in a more healed form. Um, yeah, so there was a transformation. There was something that was started in spring. For some of you, it was like it started and then it stopped, and now it's coming back to like really begin. Okay. Interesting. You could be seeing a lot of bunnies right now, a lot of rabbits, interdimensional beings. Hey. Okay, so you could be working with other dimensional beings. You could be having contact with these beings. Um, for some of you, whatever this was in spring, oh, and ancestors. Okay, so whatever this was for you in spring that either started or, yeah, it was like, it was yeah, I don't know what this is. It was just something major happened in spring, and your ancestors and interdimensional beings, other dimensional beings. This could be guides, this could be, whatever you work with. Could be aliens, could be, um, whatever it is. We'll just leave it there. Whatever it is for you. This could be guides, this could be angels, and then ancestors. There's something here where it's really you're really being assisted with whatever this is. Okay. And I'm like, I want to know what it is. Okay. So I was like, you know, sometimes I'm not allowed to fully dive into it, and sometimes I am. So I was just given the green light. We're gonna dive into it. Okay, so what is this that happened in spring? Ooh, okay, we've got broken heart on the bottom of the deck that I just saw, and I heard heart healing. Okay. So yeah, maybe there was something activated in spring that pulled you into your heart space, and you've been like working through some grief, some heaviness in the heart space. And now it's like your ancestors and these other beings are like, okay, you're good. You did it. You did it. Or there's something coming up. Yeah, we've got the sun. That's a new beginning. Um, so and that is what this energy feels like. It's like this new beginning after something that was started in spring. And so that would make sense if it was a deep healing. Could have been an ancestral healing that took place or that's been taking place. And now you're ready to do something with it or because of it. Um, okay. We've got loyal heart. This is, and I just heard two lovebirds and deceit. Okay, that's fine. Garden of the Gate. Oh. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, so this loyal heart card is oftentimes talking about like a soulmate connection with somebody in a romantic sense. And then we've got the deceit card, and what that's coming through is like internal deceit, thinking it's too good to be true, or, you're not worthy, things like that. Maybe that's part of this. Maybe there was a heart healing, and then it's also activating this like worthiness wound that you're in the midst of like fully completing. But there's something here where it's like you feel like something is unreachable, something is unobtainable. For some of you, this could be another person that you're romantically interested in. Okay. We've got the Yang card. That's divine masculine energy. And not for you. Okay, so there's something here. Okay, for some of you, what I'm getting, this is very specific. Take it if it resonates. For some of you, I'm hearing that it's like you made contact. That's what I'm hearing. So maybe you made contact with somebody and you were thinking it's not for you, but it's coming back around to let you know that it is for you and it is a soulmate. Because I'm not getting that this isn't for you. I'm getting that this not for you card is a fear that's coming up. Because we do have divine masculine energy coming through, you could resonate with being a divine masculine. We do have a balance of both masculine feminine energies within. We just tend to resonate with one polarity more so than the other, but there is a balance. And so this could have to do with you tapping into that internal masculine energy, or this could be saying that I'm speaking to somebody who resonates more with being a divine masculine. Um yeah, I'm getting okay, so there's a change in the wind when it comes to this situation. And you can feel it. And then what I'm hearing is for some of you, what you once thought was unobtainable, that's what's changing. Is so like whatever this is for you, for some of you, it could be another person where you were thinking that they're like unreachable, unattainable, not for you, so on and so forth. You have ancestors and guides that are really coming through and helping you right now to let you know that this is indeed for you. There is a change in the wind when it comes to this situation, and you are worthy and deserving of a love like this, is what I just heard. Fifth chakra, that's the throat. That's communication energy. It sits at the throat. The color's blue, and it governs our communication. For some of you, it's time to allow yourself to walk through this door of possibility and communicate like with this person is really what's coming through. Um, for some of you, you got an undeniable sign that this this situation, this person, for some of you, if it's not a specific person that you have your eyes on, it could be just opening up to this higher level of love. And so it's this energy of like, maybe that's part of the change in the wind, is to really let you know that yes, this is for you. You are worthy of this. But it was like this undeniable sign that this is for you. But you could be overthinking it right now. If you have not gotten an undeniable sign about this situation, what I'm hearing is to ask for an undeniable sign and let it go. And so it could be something specific, like maybe you ask for a specific thing to show up for you, to see a certain animal or whatever it is. Or it could be just sometimes if you're just like, give me an undeniable sign that I'm being called to do this thing. And then you just let it go. And then you just go about your day. You go about, living life. And maybe it's a couple days later. Maybe it's a week later. Maybe it's that night. Maybe it's an hour later. If you ask for an undeniable sign, you release it and then you allow it to find its way to you in the right timing, it will happen. And so yeah, but I'm being called to say, like, don't overthink this. Okay, yeah, okay, we've got envy, but I'm not getting actual envy off this card. In this energy, I'm getting longing. So you could be longing for a specific person, or you could be longing for a specific type of dynamic with the person. And I'm really getting this romantic thread of energy. And it's interesting because I watch a few other readers as well, and they kind of went through a similar wave that I did, where it was like, sometimes love messages pop up here and there, and then all of a sudden for the past like few months, it's just been constant. And even other readers, they don't do love readings. And a lot of ones that I watch don't, they're not just like love readers or, that kind of thing. And even they're getting this like super strong love energy in the collective right now. And part of that is because we are like, spirit is bringing a bunch of unions together right now, because people in this energy, in a happy, harmonious union, are more resilient and they're able to hold a higher frequency naturally. So if you're sitting here and you're overthinking it and you're like, why now? Why am I being called to do this thing now? Why am I being brought back together with this person now? Why am I coming into this awareness that this is indeed something I'm desiring, is to have this beautiful romantic union with somebody, when for a long time it wasn't a priority. Like, why the fuck did this all of a sudden turn into number 1 on the priority chart? Like, what is happening? That's what's happening. Um it's there's a whole lot of divine timing right now. And I don't want to fully, go down the fear rabbit hole thing, but there's it's just understanding that we are here to combat some of that fear energy. Well, a lot of it. And people in happy, harmonious unions naturally tend to resonate at a higher frequency, just at a baseline level. And then that just overflows into all these other areas of life, which then just helps to counter this fear that's being pumped onto the planet right now. Okay, then we've got the Imagine card. So this is really talking about daydreaming, fantasizing. Maybe you're having actual dreams where you're getting glimpses into like this beautiful connection with a person, whether you know this person or not. It's just you're really getting, almost like lost in these fantasies or these daydreams. And the thing is some of these are actually potential visions from the future that are making their way to you, to give you something to kind of lock onto, so that you can open yourself up and allow it in, and then follow the guidance to lock it in for you. And that's really what this card talks about, is everything that you're imagining right now, all those beautiful experiences that you want, that beautiful connection that you're desiring, those kinds of things, it is possible for you. And you are being given the tools and the assistance from the divine, from the other realms at this time, to anchor this in, to lock this into the physical realm now. Okay. What else is going on? Journey. Yeah. It's like a journey buddy. Like you're about to get you a buddy that's going to walk this journey with you. And that's another thing too, is a lot of us have walked this path quite, alone. more or less in one way or the other. And now spirit's coming through to pull people together to walk this journey with support, with other people, with like-minded people, with understanding, people that understand the journey, that can help support you when you're going through weird shit, like, a dark night of the soul or whatever it is. Um, having that support will also help to have it not take as long and be as brutal. Okay, we've got Angel of Love. This is talking about unconditional love. So you have unconditional love with this person that you're being guided to right now. Yeah, and they're a soulmate. So yeah, we got a lot of love cards out here. So we've got loyal hearts, angel of love, soulmates. So you do have unconditional love here with the soulmate, and you each have very loyal hearts. Okay, I'm getting a message here that's like you and this person in your heart space are loyal to each other. Um, and you're being called to exchange gifts with this person. And so this could be literal physical gifts for some of you. For a lot of you, what I'm getting is this is the energetic gift of, your heart or your energy or your love. And also receiving it as well. This is very much a balanced connection, reciprocal, yeah, caring connections. Yes. So this is definitely this is this is your person. Um, yeah, second chakra, that is passion, creativity, sensuality. It sits between the belly button and the base of the spine. The color's orange. Um, you could, if you know who this person is, you could be experiencing like a telepathic kind of, kind of. It's not really telepathic, but kind of, depending on, fucking semantics. Anyways. Um, it's like this energetic exchange of sensual energy back and forth. This could also talk about you and this person coming together to create together. Um, for some of you, might be having a family together, something like that. Um, this is a very passionate, sensual connection. That's so funny. I was not expecting this to turn into a love message. Was not expecting it. Oh, it has something to do with your manifestations, your personal happiness, and your healing. So this has to do with you locking in your ideal version of reality, your ideal timeline, your dream reality. It's literally aligned with it, and it's like you're so close to fully locking this in, and you do have a beautiful connection that is aligned with this version of you that you have recently stepped into. And maybe that's something that happened was like the springtime sparked this final like purging or healing or closing out of some cycles or something like that. And then now it's like you're aligned with this dream reality. You're aligned with the version of you that is stepping into your dream reality. And part of that is having this beautiful, loving, caring connection with the soulmate, where there is unconditional love, it's reciprocity, it's balance, it's harmonious. Um, it really is a beautiful, beautiful connection. Getting very playful energy as well. The word of romance. Mm. So you've got Door to Romance. Okay, and then we've got the All That Glitters card. Now, what this card talks about is temptations. So the All That Glitters card is like, not all that glitters is gold. It's that kind of phrase. And so it's one of these things like you might still have a perspective where, or maybe this is something you're breaking through. You're releasing this perspective in like, that's a temptation. That's too good to be true. That's not really for me. This is an illusion. yada yada. And it's one of these things like, spirit's aligning you with this door to romance, and you're aligning you with this door to romance, which is leading to this beautiful soulmate caring connection that does embody unconditional love. But you could still be kind of doubting it. And maybe, yeah, and maybe that's where the fear was coming up. World. So that can be completion. So maybe you're completing a cycle right now. Closing out cycles is what I just heard. So you could be fully closing out some cycles, or you just did. And that is really what's helping to push you through this door to romance here. The other thing that this talks about is going global. So this could be, inventing something that is available for the masses. This could be talking about, you know, stepping out into the public eye, something like that. But yeah, for some of you, it's like you're about to be seen in a very big way. Yeah, and this has to do with your happiness. This is literally aligned with your happiest version of reality. And I feel like I'm talking to somebody who understands this, but it's not saying that every single day is going to be easy peasy lemon squeezy and just like, fan fucking tastic. Because we're still humans, we're still dealing with a lot of, fear and this and that and the other. But it's saying that for the most part, this is going to be your set point. Which makes sense if you really think about it. If you're waking up every day next to your person and you are working on life together and you have at least one person in your corner all the time and there is true unconditional love between you and that person, and that's going to help you to naturally up level your set point. What I mean by that is like your vibrational set point. So if you wake up in the morning or whenever, and you're just kind of like, it's life. Like I got to do this and I got to do that and I got to do this and I got to do that. That's a set point. Then you wake up in the morning and you roll over and you see your soulmate in bed and you're remembering this wonderful night you had the night before. And then you're just like, oh, you know, we get to do this another day. Like I get to spend the whole day with you. It's just it's gonna, it's a different way of experiencing life. And that's what I mean by that vibrational set point. Um, and that goes up and down. We experience things. We, go through lots of things in this human experience because that's the point. And so, some days there's going to be drama and pain and difficulty and blah blah blah. But it's saying that ultimately, and then on the flip side, you're gonna have days where it's just like, oh my gosh, we're traveling to this dream location that I never really thought that I would ever make it to, but here we are and we're getting ready to go there now. There's going to be beautiful, contrasting days that we experience, and that's, part of the whole point of being a human. It's just saying that that set point is going to be different. So it's going to be easier to feel higher levels of joy and happiness and excitement on a regular basis when you're waking up in the morning and you're excited about who's in bed with you. And that sounded really weird. Hopefully you understand the picture I'm painting. This is waking up in the morning next to your perfect person. And, and you're just enamored by them in a healthy, positive way, to be clear. Um, it's just it's a different set point than waking up and just like, I've got to do this and I've got to do that. And then that cascades, that has a very profound effect on everything else that we experience. And it's not saying that it relies on you being with this person. It's just saying that that is part of why this is coming up for you right now, is to help you energetically shift that set point. And it's going to help your person as well. Yeah, we've got happy family here, door to spirit, and what was this one? Community. So yeah, because you've walked through this door to spirit and started to align more with your best version of self, the result of that is this like union reunion energy with your ideal person, possibly having a family if that's something you desire. And then really experiencing a different type of community that is just, again, it's supportive, it's uplifting, it's people that, are actually wanting to help you to, reach that life of your dreams, reach some of these goals, so on and so forth, versus what a lot of us on this journey have experienced prior to that, which is, a lot of people acting one way, but then deep down, because of their own shit, they, are kind of wishing for you to fail, more or less. Um, and again, like, it happens. It's something a lot of us get to experience and learn. And then when we learn that and we process through that and we close out that cycle, then we can align with people who truly do have our back, who truly are in our corner, who truly want to see us succeed and live this beautiful life of our dreams because they're also aligned with that that version of life for themselves. So they know it's possible for them to experience the life of their dreams as well. So now there's two people supporting each other to get to that point and also enjoy the journey along the way. And so this is really what this is about. And there is this beautiful connection here that is a romantic connection that is in your energy. You and your person are in each other's energy right now. It's like you two are orbiting each other. And yeah, just got confirmation for that one. Um, so I do feel like for a lot of you, you know who this person is. This is somebody that you do desire, somebody you do want to be with, and you're aware of them and like, specifically who this person is. For others of you, if you don't know who this person is, energetically, you may be feeling them. You may be dreaming about them. And if you do know who this person is, you're probably doing that as well. But it's just saying you don't need to actually have met this person in this life for this message to be for you. I do feel like for a lot of you, you already have, though. You already have met the person that you are desiring. Yeah, the sun that came out again. So this is a beautiful new beginning here in love for you. And also in life with the cornucopia card. Like you're in a new beginning in a very big way, in something that you could be still processing through yeah, or fully processing through, or something that was just released for you. But this is like something you actively worked through is worthiness wounds. And so worthiness wounds sit in the solar plexus, which is the third chakra. It sits at the belly button. The color's yellow. It has to do with confidence and willpower. And worthiness stuff can sit in the solar plexus. So that's definitely a big part of this as well, is now you're fully shifting into this energy of realizing like, hold on, wait a minute. um, I started singing in my head. Give me a second. What the hell was I gonna say? Oh yeah, that's what it was. Like, hold on. I am worthy of this. I am deserving of this. Of course, I would have one person on this planet that is my perfect person. And of course, the divine would make it. Of course, we would decide before we came into this experience to be each other's perfect person because we're getting ready to walk this fucking journey of life together. And so, of course, that would be in the cards for me. Otherwise, why would I being called? Why would I be being called to this at this point on the journey? So this could be something that has recently shifted for you or is about to. Yeah, and it's because you're walking this temple path. And the divine does not want you to walk this alone. And that's the biggest thing here is the divine is bringing in support for you on this journey. And it's really, are you going to allow yourself to have the support or are you going to block it? Because that's a human choice you get to make. Fucking A, man. Man holding a coin. Okay, if you're concerned about your finances, there is a leveling up that is happening in your energy. I can feel it. And so just know that. So if you've been really focused on finances and up leveling and all of that, just know, trust, and allow that that is happening for you and follow the guidance when these opportunities do arise for you. Again, I say this a lot in my videos. Manifestation, there it depends. Sometimes you tap into your internal feminine energy and you receive. And the divine literally brings you manifestations, you know, and just brings them straight to you. Sometimes you'll receive some guidance and then you'll be guided to take that action. And then sometimes you'll be in that aligned masculine energy where you're taking action from an aligned space and you're doing your thing and you're living life, and then you find yourself experiencing more and more opportunities for growth and success and expansion and up leveling and finances and all of these things. Okie dokie, give me just a second. Okay, so I paused it really quick to see if we're gonna pull from a different deck, etc., etc. And I got yes. And so I pulled the Romance Angels because this is a romantic reading. And the way that I have some of my decks stacked is there's like a few in like this little box thing, and so they're kind of like stacked up in a line. So I pulled the Romance Angels, and one card from the dragon, Garden Dragons deck was came out with it. And so I looked at it and it says organize. And then what I heard is that you've been organizing your life to include romance in this sense of this is a high level love. This is a soulmate connection. This is a very beautiful connection that you're bringing in right now, that you're aligning with. And so maybe that's what you've been doing for like the springtime, is reorganizing your life and making certain changes and just whatever it is. This could be internal healing, this could literally be like reorganizing your house, like it's just going to vary. But you've literally been organizing things in your life so that you can be open to having this experience, so that you can walk through this door to romance with a soulmate and really align with this dream reality. And for some of you, this could be you might have been doing like conscience stuff where you're like actually consciously doing things to um to allow this to allow yourself to walk through this door, basically to allow this connection to really anchor in, and for you to actually experience it, for you to actually have this love, this relationship. For some of you, it might have been more subconscious stuff. So if a lot of stuff has been coming to the surface and you've been healing through it and working through it and releasing it and all of that, this could be a huge part of the reason why you went through. I just heard a pressure cooker. So this could be a huge reason why you've been in this pressure cooker and experiencing everything that you've been experiencing lately, is for this beautiful high level connection. Okay, so the first card came out is release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. For some of you, maybe that's part of what you did. Maybe for some of you, you literally ended a different relationship in the springtime, and that's what's paving the way for this now. Again, for some of you, it was like conscience, like you did that so that you could have this connection. Yeah, there's confirmation. For some of you, it might have just been like one of those things you were guided to do, and now you're seeing why you were guided to do that. And it's because you have this other person in your energy that is like your perfect match, that is the person that is aligned with you and and your dreams and experiencing a life that you really do want to experience. We've got make the effort in children. Okay. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So for some of you, you are being guided to take actual action steps towards locking this in. Like you're being guided to actively walk through this door to romance. Um, so if that's the case, I feel like this is just extra confirmation. Maybe that has to do with something about the sign that you received or that you're getting ready to receive. And what I'm getting from this is like you recently received, if you've already received this sign, it was like within the past week. Like this, and it was undeniable. Like it couldn't have come through any clearer. And then if you haven't received that sign yet, I'm getting that you most likely will experience that type of a sign or synchronicity within the next week that is just, it's absolutely undeniable. And then we've got children, and it says your love life is being affected by children. So this could be something that has been a factor. So if you know who this person is and one or both of you have kids, maybe that's something that's kind of hidden element here. For others of you, what I'm getting is this is saying if you are desiring to have children with this person, that is absolutely something that is here for you. That is absolutely a potential for you. Okay, it says express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. All right, so if you've been getting signs and synchronicities to make a romantic gesture to somebody, this is extra confirmation to let you know that yes, it is time for this. Unrequited love. Oh, that's the fear. So there's a fear here that this person doesn't reciprocate your feelings. So this is a current thing. Okay, yeah, so and that could be why it was coming out like, oh, it's just not for me, and maybe it's too good to be true, so on and so forth. It's because this, I feel like, is the biggest fear right now, is that this person doesn't feel the way you feel. And what I'm getting in this energy is this person does feel the way you feel. So how you feel about this person, they do feel the same way for you. um if you have not met this person yet, I feel like maybe when you meet this person, this is going to be a fear that is activated. And again, it kind of is tied to a worthiness wound. So if that's activated, just know that that's most likely a fear. Work through it, and get confirmation from the other person. Like that's the best way to know for sure if a person does, reciprocate those feelings, is to ask them, to talk to them about it. And I know it's not just that easy. But it kind of is. That came through from a guide, by the way. But it kind of is that easy. Like, fucking, that's fair enough. But when you're being a human and you're dealing with fears and shit, it's not always that easy. Anyways. Heart to heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. It's time for a heart to heart conversation, is what I just heard. It's time to have this conversation. It's time for you to know for sure, beyond a shadow of a doubt, if this person does reciprocate or not. Like these feelings, if this person does desire this or not, if this person wants you as well. Which I'm getting, if you're here and you're resonating with this, in the energy that I'm feeling between you and this other person, it is very it's mutual. There's a mutual love here. And then we've got wedding on the bottom of the deck. So that could be something that you're desiring with this person. Um if it's not actual literal legal marriage, it could just be committing to each other long term. So just take that as it resonates. But yeah, I really am getting that this is you and this person are being guided to each other right now for a reason. And that reason is because there is a potential for this beautiful connection. It's just you and this person have to communicate about this. Okay, we've got free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. So yeah, take control over the situation in a, heart-centered way, and allow yourself to have this heart to heart connection. Allow yourself to get to know this person on a deeper level and, really allow yourself to find out if this is indeed in the cards for you, which it is. Um, we do have separation on the bottom of the deck. I'm not getting what it says is time apart from your partner is on the horizon, but I'm not getting that energy from this. What I'm getting is for some of you, if you know this person, this could have been somebody that you had a romantic connection with in the past, and then you did go into a physical separation for further growth. And now you're coming back together to actually experience each other in the physical world again, to have a romantic connection again. And that could be part of where you're worried of if this person does still have feelings for you, if they would want this with you, et cetera, et cetera. And what I'm getting is, yeah, they definitely do. Um, you both, in that thread of the energy that I'm getting, you both those feelings never went anywhere. Maybe they got buried for a while. Maybe they were kind of just below the surface, but they've always been there. And then they probably, in this energy, came back to the surface. And now it's one of these like, okay, what do I do with this? Well, express your love. Get to know this person again. Make the effort. Have this heart to heart conversation. There's also flirt that just came out. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. So yeah, you and this person, you guys could have a naturally flirtatious personality, both of you. Or it's just saying that when you two do communicate and start getting to know each other, there's probably going to be a lot of this flirtatious energy between you two. Give your relationship a chance. Give this a chance. That's what I just heard. Give this a chance. Mm. And trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. It's safe to trust this. Trust in the divine. Trust in yourself. Oh, the separation card didn't want to come out. Trust in the divine. Trust in yourself. Trust that this separation did what it was supposed to do is kind of the energy coming through with this. Like, trust that the separation happened for a reason and trust that these feelings didn't go anywhere. Again, for some of you, I'm getting that some of these feelings were like kind of pushed down and buried for a while, just below the surface. It's kind of like you locked this person away and then just carried on with life, and now it's all coming back out or up to the surface because this separation served its purpose, and now you both are in this energy to come together and really make this work now. um yeah, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. And I did a weird thing. Okay. All right. We've got let go of control issues, and that's going in with that trust. So release the need to control the variables of the situation. um Yeah, and kind of trust yourself, trust the divine timing, trust the process, trust that this all happened for you and for your person. And now you're being called together, regardless if you knew this person and went into a separation and then you're coming back together, or whether you just met this person or you're about to meet this person. Trust that this is all happening right now for a reason, for a very positive, beautiful reason. Healing family issues. Okay, so yeah, this could have been part of what was going on for you and possibly this person as well. Is kind of healing like some ancestral stuff, uh generational stuff, those kinds of things. Finances and career. This could definitely be something that you're focused on as well. And then we've got the wedding card that came out again. So that's that's definitely confirmation that if you are desiring this high level commitment with this person, it's here. It absolutely is here. And with this finances and career card coming out, what I'm getting is there's also an up leveling that is definitely happening for you, and you're just like in your energy, like I can just feel this like up leveling happening. And so just know that if you've been worried about finances, or if you've been going through maybe a career change, or maybe you're being called to look into changing careers or something like that, it's all happening for you to shift fully into alignment to experience this beautiful life that you actually want to experience. um Nothing else. Okay, I did see that earlier. Okay, we do have the storm warning card. And I saw this one earlier, but I wasn't sure if it was actually like part of this energy. Um, you could be feeling like a storm is coming in some way. It's kind of that energy of like where you feel something coming. Sometimes though, when we're feeling like, for instance, let's say, well, you are. So, in this energy, you're aligning to walk through this door to romance, which is, it's like this is the energy really where I'm getting like this is your lifelong partner. Like this is going to be the person that you are most likely with for the rest of this life, if that is, what you're desiring. Because not everybody desires to have like a monogamous relationship. So if you're here, I feel like you're really desiring to have a long-term commitment with another person, and it's like your person. Like this is your ride or die. Um, when something of this magnitude starts making its way into our energy, it can feel like a storm is coming. And the reason it can feel that way is because it's such a massive change that you'll start picking up on it energetically first. And then it's like, oh shit, this is a huge change that is coming. Even though what I'm getting from all of these cards, from all of this energy that I'm feeling, is it's like this beautiful change. This is a wanted change. This is something I feel like you are desiring to experience this, to walk through this door to romance with this person. And it's just like it's an ultimate uh thing for you to experience. I'm getting like this is a deep, deep desire. And when we're on the brink of shifting our energy to the point to where we can align with something like this, it's so life changing that when we're feeling that energy of change, our mind can kind of freak out and be like, oh shit, something's coming. This isn't good. I'm getting weird vibes. I'm picking up on something. But just remember, that's just kind of the interpretation of the energy that you're feeling that is actually shifting into your life right now. And so just kind of, be mindful of that. Again, trust in yourself, trust in the divine, trust that you are being aligned with a high level soulmate right now that you can lock in this beautiful romance with. Okay. Alrighty dokie. Well, with that, yeah, I feel like that's the end of the message. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave this here. I hope this resonates. Wishing you all the best. This is a beautiful, beautiful connection. So congratulations. I'm very happy for you. This is wonderful. Yeah, definitely let me know in the comments below if this resonates. I would love to hear about it. Feel free to hit that like button. It does help out the channel, so thank you. And if you would like to see more from me, you can hit subscribe. It is free. I will see you on the next message. Bye.